Hello folks, I'm Glorious Kalihle Ngwenya and I'm from YEP Group Properties.
I'm Ben Meyer, I'm Managing Director of Prescient Structured Product Advisory.
My name is Nicola Komninos and I'm the Group Chief Risk Officer of Purple Group.
ETFs, something new. Everyone is talking infrastructure, private markets, private equity, renewable energy. Solar is a big thing right now. And ETFs is an instrument that has been there for a long time. We learned today, it's 22 years now since the first ETF was set up by Satrix in South Africa.
It comes from alternative investments. There is an area of focus specifically across the globe, which is alternative investment, which is basically to say investors are looking at other options of investment and apart from what is now known as traditional investments.
Active ETFs is the next big thing and the next revolution for South Africans and potentially has a much bigger opportunity in our country because of the sort of natural bias to wanting to invest more actively, specifically in the institutional space.
So I think here, it's a collective of very brilliant people who can actually do much more to develop our own capital markets. We want to see Africa the way we want it, and I think we have a lot that we can do. We can leverage from each other's experience.
Well, the big contribution that ETFs can make is broader participation in the capital markets from institutional and the retail perspective. And you have broader participation in the markets, brings more liquidity in the markets, and it contributes to the growth of the capital markets.
We identify exchange traded funds, which is ETF, as one of those vehicles, and it's a fairly new concept in Africa.
We work very closely with institutional investors. We work very closely with asset managers. We work very, very closely with project developers in the continent to try and profile and look at investable opportunities in the continent.
Our interest of being a part of the Capital Investment Conference today was to ensure that we interact and network and associate for lucrative investors that have interest in the current projects we are running in the lands area, specifically Smart City.
And for the African continent, we hope to work very closely with our partners on the continent. We're obviously active in South Africa as the Easy Equities trading platform, and we're also launching in Kenya soon. And we hope to use the ETFs as a product to unlock retail investment growth on the continent.
Africa is a little bit behind if you look from the rest of the world in terms of capital market growth. But in saying that, that is where the opportunity lies. It's a massive market, huge retail participation. You can expect institutional interest from the local markets and global interest to grow. So ETFs in itself can play an important role in growing those markets through more participation.
Our huge interest is to see Africans investing in Africa. Our interest is to look at our institutional investors putting money back into Africa. We've seen a lot of money getting out of Africa into offshore investments. Many countries in Africa are taking, you'll say, 30% of their funds outside of their jurisdictions into Africa. So we're trying to talk to institutional investors and talk about alternative investment strategies, talk about opportunities that the respective countries have.
The risks and opportunities related to the exchange traded fund industry. What are some of those threats when you look at things like volatility and uncertainty? And then what are the opportunities in terms of growing the product and the market?
Don't miss the opportunity. You want to invest now.
Be bold, be brave, and we can build out an industry for ETFs on the African continent.